Hello everybody, Shadow SP here, and we are playing more Granblue Fantasy. Today we're going to be challenging a raid with the highest HP total that we have so far. So, let's go ahead and look right into that. Now, we're going to be looking specifically at the Peacemaker's Wings, or Grand Order, or the Order Grande, depending on who you ask. Yeah. So, the reason that I'm wanting to challenge this quest is because it is one that we're going to be asked to clear later for the Knick-Knack Academy stuff anyway. So it would be kind of nice to get it out of the way ahead of time, so we don't end up. Well, if you clear the raids before they show up in Knick-Knack Academy, you only need to clear them once, as opposed to if you clear them afterwards, where you have to clear them multiple times. Alright, so our grid is, once again, a fairly standard survivability setup. I've swapped out C2 for Nobio because of the extra healing that one provides. But other than that, the grid is pretty much everything that you'd be expecting. Bellringer Angel is there because the raid does have an instant wipe attack, so we want to be able to protect against that. And we have a lot of ways to do that, because when we look at our character list, thank you, we have a lot of utility here. So this is the setup I'm going to go with. We're running Relic Buster for the clarity. For the tactical shield for the survivability. And our other skills that we're going to be bringing are clarity and gravity. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because we don't really need to bring a dispel because Cassius always has dispel available. And the Love Lab also has Dispel, so we really don't need to worry about that. And we don't need to bring Mist because we have Cassius's stackable attack defense down and the light attack down, dark defense down from Love Live. And again, Lelouch can't leave the front lines. He's how we do damage. So yeah, this raid has a lot of hit points. And has some pretty challenging stuff to deal with, so we'll see how it goes. Our summon that we're picking, ideally it would actually be Lucifer, but not the 250 one. It'd be like the 210 one, because that's also all elemental attack. But if you don't have that, we'll go with Bahamut. Okay, let's give this a shot. Alright, first things first, sticker. Then let's start applying buffs. Summon the Bahamut. Just so we can get it over with. This raid does have ads, but you really don't want to touch them. They don't do anything. That's not 100% true. They do attack, and they will eat through like machine cells pretty quickly, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use Black Chessmaster we're going to try to use kind of on cooldown. And we want to use differential on Cassius so that we get it refreshed with the enemy special attack. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much we can do about the fact that Spinning Slash, which is the normal mode special attack that Grand Order does in the early phase of the fight, is plain damage. So there's not much we can do to stop that from really kind of digging into us. Alright. I think we just attack here. Yeah, we don't really need to worry about this triple attack up because Cassius is going to dispel it on his next turn.
Luna Eclipse.
And she didn't hold the attack. Alright. So what we're going to do here is use Cassius' full kit. We're going to summon Novio just to get Lelouch back into good shape. And we can charge attack this turn, so we probably should. Okay, let's get Bahamut's buffs back on. Okay, got the supplemental damage will help with a little bit of damage here. Okay, it's not a huge deal to eat the specials from the wyverns. It's good that we're going to be getting into overdrive here. Because that means that we're not going to be eating any more plain damage.
Luna Eclipse.
And once again, we wanted to delay using Cassius' first skill to get his supplemental damage off. It does add up over time, because the one on his charge attack is actually huge. 70,000. Unfortunately, the targeting is random. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and put up our tactical shield. Yeah, I think we're gonna just attack. I'm considering when to use the level up fourth skill, but I don't think it really makes sense right now. Okay, we got dispelled. That's not that big a deal. We want to get gravity back on. Miss, of course. I swear I can't with these debuff rates, man. Oh, I should have used Cassius's first skill. That's my bad. Okay, so Prism Halo, pretty easy to deal with. Just call a summon, use Cassius's first skill. I guess technically the correct way to deal with that would have been using Love Live's first skill, delay Cassius's first skill until after a charge attack, so we could have supplemental damage on it. Makes sense. Either way, we're gonna use the rest of his kit. Right here. Those stackable debuffs going. We're gonna not charge attack here so we can get the chain burst. That's not a big deal. Go ahead and use Chess Master. We're good to go. But yeah, this raid, like the Grand Order enemy raid has something in the neighborhood of twice the amount of HP of any other raid that we've ever fought. So we do have to kind of respect how long the fight will be. Okay, let's summon Sandalphon. Clarity to get rid of this multi-attack debuff. I'm not overly concerned about the defense debuff. The raid doesn't actually attack that often. It's just the main boss. Okay. Okay, once again, this is fine. Keep using this kind of on cooldown so we can keep the debuffs on. I mean, I say it a lot, but you know, debuffs are pretty important. Okay, yeah, this is actually a good time to use Cassius's charge attack, because he'll get most of his kit back with the supplemental damage, and then he's going to get it back and get the first skill back immediately. If we stagger these enemy bars, we end up getting Cassius's first skill a lot. Okay, 80% trigger is Prism Halo again. That's not that big a deal. Go ahead and use second skill there so we get more supplemental damage. And kind of hit the debuffs that we want. It would be nice if we were to get out of the 75% range, down to the 75% range before we got another full bar from Grand Order, because that should make it so we don't take the plane damage anymore. So that's the scary part of the fight. Alright, that deals with the damage cut and with the mirror image. That's no big deal. Everything is handled. Okay, and with Lunar Eclipse out, we go ahead and differential again. Good old damage. Let's go ahead and summon Nobio. We're pretty stable on the HP front right now, so let's go ahead and get charge bars. Yeah, everything's perfectly staggered, so the next several turns we're gonna get Cassius's first skill. Which is kind of nice. Like, it's not perfect or anything, but it's kind of nice. There's actually a world where it makes a lot of sense to use Black Chessmaster on this turn to try to chunk down the main boss with the plane damage activation. But I think we just kind of have to deal with it and understand that we're going to take plane damage here.
Order system,起動. Luna, Eclipse.
Yikes, that hurt. Anyway. Well, we got the free activation, so we may as well use that while we got it. Yeah, luckily the charge attacks from the two little wyverns don't really do very much damage. So you don't really need to use survivability skills against them. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and charge attack here with Cassius to get his buff. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this.
Luna, Eclipse.
We are out of the 75% range now, but we're also in what do you call it? Overdrive, where we will be very, very soon. Yep, there we go. Let's try to get this gravity on. Nope. Okay. Summon Sandalphon.
Paradise Lost.
Okay, Stratosphere. It's just another dumb AoE. Okay. Yep. Okay. I should have used this several turns ago. Like, it's really hard to get set up with an actual ideal turn to use it. So it's better to get some use out of it than we were getting, which is nothing.
Order system, 起動.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're fine. Let's go ahead and just use this. Get the damage cut, get the
Luna, Eclipse.
get the plane damage activation. All that stuff should be pretty good. Okay, Thunder. That is paralysis, which is annoying, but not the end of the world by any stretch, because we can just hit this button. Okay, we're looking just fine. Once again, we can see how long this is going to take, because we still haven't broken 70% right now. And yeah, I'll be the first to admit that our Dark team isn't the best at quick clears, but it's also not the worst, so it doesn't bode particularly well. Alright, let's summon Nobio. Because that'll give us good old-fashioned full burst here. Now the next trigger on the list is the 50% trigger, which is Gamma Ray, which will deal 10 million damage to all of your allies, so it needs to be full cut or unchallenged. Luckily for us, Grand Order does go first in turn order. So if we have full cut, there's no way that it gets eaten up, or that any single hit immunities get eaten up. If we have summoned Bellring Angel, there's no way that the single hit immunities get taken by the Wyverns, because they go second and third. I mean, an environment like this is really like Cash's ideal environment, where we're getting hit with enemy special attacks constantly. So he's getting tons of charge bar and refreshing his first skill all the time. I should push this skill first. Okay. Anyway. We could say that it's kind of a good thing if you're not getting as much. That the enemy has so much HP that it becomes really hard for us to accidentally push them into the 50% trigger and wipe ourselves. Because that would be pretty awkward. Okay. Yeah, I think we're fine. We are kind of just dealing damage to the Wyverns via splash damage from Cassius. Which, I mean, and from Chain Burst, of course, also. But it's worth noting that those things also have over 100 HP. So trying to focus them down really quickly is not really a thing. Okay, we're doing just fine. Fundamental damage while every single enemy has their go here. Okay, well then this is going to be perfectly timed for this 50% cut. Alright, so we're looking good here. You can get a few buffs applied with Love Live here. I think ideally we actually put Cassius in the second spot in this team. Now to think about it, because the Wyverns spell, or have the ability to spell. So it, you know, it would be better to hide the important buffs behind the less important ones. Not that big deal. But, yeah. Okay, that is gonna hit the 75% trigger for the red wyvern, so we'll just have to eat that here. Okay, not a big deal. Yeah, let's get the tactical shield back up. Again, as we approach 50%, you just gotta be a little cautious with what you do. Because this is an amount of damage that will still wipe you in the end. So you gotta make sure that you don't eat this trigger unprepared. And like I've been saying, it does take a little bit of time to actually get through this HP pool. The boss has like something close to 450 million hit points, which is rather high. Most enemies in the game don't have that much. So, like I was saying earlier, at the very beginning, we have multiple ways of hitting full cut. Because we have Lelouch's third skill, we have Love Live's fourth skill, and either of those can be combined with the Light Carbuncle to have full cut. And we can also just use Bellringer Angel to full cut anything that we want. Okay, we're looking fine so far. Okay, let's try to get the gravity wave back on. Alright, that means we want to charge attack this turn. There's no way we deal 2%. No, that's with one charge attack, that's not possible. Okay, so now we can use Cassius's full kit. We're gonna go ahead and summon Opal Carbuncle. Because the damage that we're gonna take is light damage. We're gonna go ahead and use Lelouch's because it is A, convenient, and B, potentially important for reaching 100% cut. 50% light, 50% all damage cut is 100%. And it's also worth noting that the level 100 version of the fourth skill for Love Live, so it's a 40% all damage cut and a 30% reflect. And that reflect gives you the extra 10% that was missing. It's only for one hit, but that's enough to actually, get there. Alright, so now we're going to be looking at triggers every 10%, going down to 20. Should be relatively manageable. I had to click that like 7 times. What the heck? We don't charge attack this turn. We want to take advantage of the echoes with the supplemental damage buff. And now that the supplemental buff is off, we're more likely to want to charge attack. So something worth noting is these wyverns, when they hit their first trigger, they get this 99% damage cut that can't be removed. So that's one of the big reasons why bursting it down doesn't work. Okay. Luckily, though, we're not looking at as much of instant kill mechanics moving forward. That's not to say that there's not still ways to instantly die, but the mechanics don't support the instant kill. Basically, we are really trying to push forward damage as much as we can. It'd be nice if we could push out of overdrive before we got to the overdrive. Yeah, okay. I mean, these shields are super important for us. So... I do hope that we're not getting screwed. Oh, the debuffs fell off. Just a little too slow, I guess. It happens. Okay, so 45%. I don't like this. Okay, we're gonna use fourth skill here. We're gonna save Sandalphon for now. I mean, I really do want to hit break here. Okay, that makes me feel a lot safer. The overdrive ability that Grand Order has in the last phase here sets your entire party's HP values to 1, so it'll try to kill you. Basically, it's a lot less. It's a lot less likely to kill you than, you know, just blundering into Gamma Ray, but it does combine with the wyverns to kill you pretty bad on the turns where they use their special attack. If you can avoid that, then you're fine, but if you can't, then, you know, it's gonna suck. Okay, I mean, it's convenient. So let's go ahead and use Black Deathmaster. And at this stage, since we've already gotten past the Gamma Ray triggers, which is the only one of those instant kill triggers that this boss has, we can go ahead and start summoning the Carbuncle off, kind of on cooldown. Okay. We're not going to refresh this turn, so we're going to just a normal charge attack. We will go ahead and summon Carbuncle. Just having the extra light cut around can be useful. Okay. Push the buttons. We're about to hit the trigger, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and use Nobio. Actually, we should probably just use the augments and the tactical shield immediately. Nobio is being used for just charge bar and healing.
やるわよ。うちたちの本気見せましょう。
And these debuffs keep falling off. Slow. Okay, so Ruler of Fate doesn't actually do any damage. So it's kind of nice when that shows up. Unfortunately, on 40%, it also refills his charge diamonds fully. Yeah, this boss doesn't like to let up. It does kind of just keep doing the thing. Luckily, we're in normal and not break, or not overdrive. Sorry, so we're not gonna be set to 1. I probably should use Cassius's first skill, because it's gonna refresh anyway. It's one of those things that you just gotta keep remembering. It's really hard to think about all the time. And he's back down, but we can just use Clarity to get rid of that. And you can see that the reason that the shields are going to be so important is if we do get set to 1, it will let us survive. Okay. I will do my best to not get set to 1, but if it does happen, it happens. Alright. I had to think about it for a second. Because we are in good shape, because the boss will not be using... the boss is going to be attacking on its own next turn. So even if we do hit overdrive and get our HP set to 1, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's also worth noting that it does randomize your skill cooldowns, which is funny because sometimes it's really good, but it's also can be really bad. So we got Cassius's passive triggered. That's not the worst thing in the world. We have a 4500 shield. We shouldn't take any damage this turn. Yeah, we're fine. That's why I avoided healing, and we'll deal a lot more damage while we're at low HP because we have the claw grid. So let's summon Sandalpawn. And we'll go ahead and use first skill here. There's 2 of them coming in, so let's go ahead and use this. Just so we can avoid taking a lot of damage. Okay, so first skill again. Okay, yeah, this looks fine. We'll just attack here, yeah. Because if we get hit with Conjunction again, we're gonna go back to 1 HP. So there's no point in trying to heal up. I mean, getting auto activations on the machine cells is pretty sick. Alright, so let's put our debuffs back on. Use Cassius's full kit. Oh, oh yeah, so it is worth noting that the when he casts Ruler Fate, it does dispel the damage cut on the Wyverns. Not that that's particularly important to us. It's something to that you can say is true. Okay. We're doing pretty good, as long as we're not actually taking damage unprotected after the you know, right after the conjunctions. I can see a potential issue coming up. Okay. Nope. Okay. Had to try it. I mean, ideally we can get out of overdrive so we can stop getting our HP reset for one.
Order system, kidou. Thrust Hawking, hassha.
That's 2 turns, that's 4 turns. Okay, alright, yep. Okay, so now it's time for something unpleasant. I did summon that just to get the chain burst, yes. But yeah, we're gonna get our HP set to 1 and get the Wyvern Order doing its charge attack. We could have done a little bit more damage. We could have gotten this break. Okay, so I think we really need to reapply tactical shields, otherwise Cassius is in danger. I should use the first skill. That's, again, my fault. But now that we're out of break, we're not as in danger of having our HP reset and then getting killed immediately. At least for a little while. Okay, no longer in break. Okay. Yeah, sometimes when you have to think, your debuff timings get screwed up, and you end up in a situation like this where all the debuffs fall off. So right now we need to be careful with taking damage from the main boss, because, well, you know, they can kill us pretty easily while we have low HP like this. We need to kind of take advantage of this time window that we have here, so we can get our cooldowns back. Because, you know, they've been randomized all over the place because of the conjunctions. Probably should use 4th skill on Love Lives. but we did get through it. So I guess that makes it so it was better to do it this way. Okay, 20% trigger, refilled all the charged diamonds. Then we're looking for another Ruler of Fate, which isn't that big of a deal. Yep, we are good to go. So Ruler of Fate's just going to give us back Cassius's first skill. We'll inflict a debuff, but we have a debuff cleanse available. So this is the, delayed activation, a delayed activation skill. We can just remove that. There's no reason to pretend that we're not going to just remove that. Okay, so I think we really want to do Test Master so we can have a damage cut. The plane damage will be useful. There's also no more triggers for the rest of the fight, so that's worth noting. I think with 50% cut, we should be fine to not have MC with a shield right now. Yeah, we want to try to avoid using main characters' tactical shield until we're guaranteed to be having our HP reduced to 1. Because that's bad for us. Okay, I think we want to use 4th skill here. We're gonna summon Novio because that gives us a shield. Oh, we already got a shield. What am I doing? Does this give us a shield now? I forgot. Oh, it does. Oh. Well, that's good. It's better than I thought it was. Yeah, because we're pretty likely to hit the overdrive right now. So that means we are going to... we're gonna eat another conjunction. But, it hurts. We don't like eating conjunctions, but when we do, it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and use Tactical Shield. Yeah. I mean, this is just our life now. We just kind of exist at low HP constantly. We do have our back line, so it's not the end of the world if someone goes down. We would like to avoid it, but, sometimes you can't do that. Alright, we really do not want to use gravity here, because if we use gravity, we get set up to die. I'm also just not holding back on auto-activated skills. Any skills that have auto-activations are ones that I will try to use immediately, except in the case where I'm already charge attacking, and I have machine summons. Okay, we're looking at a charge, at an attack from an enemy here. If we use this one, summon Bahamut. Because I think we're good to just attack. I don't think any of our guys are going to die here. We do still have pretty big shields up. It's when the shields get smaller that we start to feel like we might be in trouble. Alright, we're gonna really want to hit the gravity this time. Okay, let's summon Sandalphon. Let's try to hit gravity. Yes, of course. Okay, so that means that we want to use this, the extra survivability, and we'll want to use this for some extras. It'll replenish the shields on the ones that are low, and it'll give us a damage cut to avoid as much damage from the wyvern as possible. And I used augments on main character because we wanted to give them as many damage immunity hits as possible. Because again, Relic Buster has lower defense compared to every other class, so we wanted to take as little damage as possible. Okay. I think we can delay this turn then, using Cassius's first skill, because no one's going to be doing a special. Alright, we got into break now, so no more conjunctions for the rest of the fight. Conjunction does feel really dicey when it comes out, I'll say that much. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, I think we summon Nobio here for the eels specifically. Just because with, if we don't have to worry about conjunction, we really would like to have a little bit of a wiggle room when it comes to taking damage. Okay, let's go ahead and get this Chessmaster on, so we deal plain damage to nuke. Yeah, we want to get this supplemental on so that we can get extra supplemental on these skills. We should be able to finish this off next turn. This turn. Cool. Okay. Well, yeah, that was stressful. Conjunction is just a stressful skill to deal with. But yeah, it's a fun raid. It's got some cool mechanics. It's just that, like, most people don't run the raid, and it's not really that hard to deal with it as long as you're using shields. If you don't have shields, you will die. Alrighty. Yeah, so like the Rose Queen raid, Grand Order, the Peacemaker's Wings, usually has a share chest but since I don't have a crew, we don't get to get a share chest. And the share chest contents are always the same. Hold on. So the share chest has 3 slots. One of them is a weapon, which I'll talk about in a second. One is an azure feather, and one is a 50% chance of coming in at all, and it's always a Silver Centrum. So let's talk about what rewards you get from Grand Order. So Peacemaker's wings. So the azure feather is kind of a low drop. It's a low material that you can transfer into these heavenly horns, which is like the high material. You know, when it comes to currencies. And these horns are used to buy these cosmic weapons. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's only one of these that's really ever been relevant. I guess there were some meme setups for like the katana at some point back in the past, and the gauntlet probably. But really, the real setup has always just been Cosmic Sword. That said, I know for a fact that the Knick-Knack Academy gives you a Cosmic Sword, so you don't even need to buy it. Yeah, so basically the whole purpose for Grand Order at this point is Silver Centrums. It's a pretty nice source of Silver Centrums for us who can't pick up these ones in the crate because they're all limited time stuff. Yeah, so doing this raid kind of, especially you know, daily when the host is free is gonna be pretty nice. Because the host chest is what, 2 Silver Centrums every time, so that's pretty good. And outside of that, if you need the host mat, it's this right here, the Peacemaker star. And you know that requires the T1 anima. Just get a T1 Omega anima of every kind. Smash them all together, and you can summon Grand Order. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the ability to get through that. Yeah. Whew. That was stressful again, but I'm glad I did it. Because that means that there's actually only one more raid that we can actually host in this tier. Because we can't host these 2 raids. We can't. The host material that's required is from Rise of the Beasts, which is a limited time event, so we can't get these. We can't ever get these. Yeah, the only raid that's left is right here, Ultimate Bahamut. We're not gonna do that one yet. We will eventually, but I don't think we're ready for it. Anyway. Without any further ado then. Whew. Yeah. Thanks for watching. This has been Shadow SP. Signing off.